because we the people, we are ready. I'm disappointed in you. Like city buses, I feel like it's a bit much. Colorism at its finest. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be the first episode of Really Uncomfortable season 1 of the YouTube series. I do have a podcast called Really Uncomfortable, and basically what we're going to be doing on this series, on this show, is we're going to be tackling some topics that are taboo in the Black and African communities. I'm going to be giving you guys my views on some hot topics, both in Nigerian media and also in American media. You know, I'm Nigerian American. I'm all about Nigerian American experience. And so that's the perspective you guys are going to be getting. Hopefully, I'm also going to be getting some questions from you guys that I'd love to answer. I have some questions from other people that I've gotten that we may tackle. I'll have a panel sometime. So just go along with me for the ride, you guys, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. Also hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time that I post. You won't be behind. You can keep up with your girl. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, first, I always do a royalty award. Basically, the royalty award is going to be highlighting somebody of African descent. That includes African Americans, that includes Africans all over the diaspora that are doing something to move our culture forward, right? Somebody that I feel like is doing something impactful, that I appreciate, that I respect. So you guys, I am going to be giving it to Will Smith. It was a hot topic last week, but I'm still kind of in that same, spirit. Like, I really loved what he said. He did an article with GQ magazine, and that article was really, really insightful. It was really vulnerable, but also he set boundaries for himself. The one that had all the salacious headlines about his marriage and the harem of 15 women. If you read the entire article, which I did, it is very enlightening. It really kind of takes you on the journey of his life and where he's come to, and he's very, very open in it. So I just appreciate that from somebody that does not have to be that open. Of course, I respect it, and I love everything that he stood for. The Royalty Award, and give the flowers to Willard Smith III. Y'all know that's his real name? All right, so now we're gonna get into our hot topics, y'all. So there was some mess happening, y'all. We're gonna start off with American media, right? So first, the rapper, right? Saweetie is a rapper, and Too Short, who's also a rapper from the Bay Area, they were having some type of interview conversation, right, on video. And basically in the interview, Too Short is talking to Saweetie and is like, oh, you gotta be mixed because you're so beautiful, and that the only women he's ever dated happen to be mixed women, and that if a Black person and a white person, or two different races, no matter how ugly they are, mixed babies always come out to be really beautiful, and that's just what it is. In the Bay Area, it's no big deal to walk up to a girl and ask her what she's mixed with, and she'll probably tell you. Like, just
mixed heritage women have always been my favorite. Like, I don't think I've ever fallen in love with a woman that wasn't mixed.
Really?
And the debate did that to me.
Really?
Because it's something you get, I feel like that way about life too.
Colorism at its finest, dare I say. And Saweetie is just there, like, nodding her head, looking at him like, you know what I mean? And what I also want to say, this interview was kind of promoted like people were trying to come for Saweetie and try to say that she was the colorist. No, it was Too Short. Saweetie didn't do anything wrong in that interview, like, aside from what, like, not logging off because it was like a virtual interview, but she didn't do anything wrong. And at the end, she even told him, like, you know what, it doesn't even matter, like, somebody's complexion, like, beauty is beauty, right? People got on Too Short's ass like this is colorism. And it's absolutely colorism. Like, for those that don't know what colorism is, because I find oftentimes when dark-skinned women speak about color, or dark-skinned people speak about colorism, light-skinned people want to say, oh, well, I've experienced the reverse of that. It's similar to saying, when white people say there's reverse racism. It's not possible, because the definition of racism is discrimination against a minority group, right? And so Black people can't be racist. You can be prejudiced. You can be discriminatory, but you can't be racist, just by definition, right? Racism is a system. It's systematic, right? So the same with colorism. Colorism is specifically discrimination against people of darker skin tones. So if you're light skinned, you're not experiencing colorism. It is actually called shadeism. That is actually a thing. Go look it up. Do your Googles, right? So I just wanted to get that out of the way before, you know, because I've heard that, I be on Clubhouse, y'all, and people, light skinned people always try to like interject in the conversation or talk about their experiences, which are completely valid, but it's just not relevant to colorism. That's not what that is. It's called shadeism. You guys have your own ism, and that is completely valid, right? So basically people are calling him a colorist and saying that he's perpetuating colorism, and that a lot of black men are the ones that perpetuate colorism, especially in rap. You know, I love Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne stayed talking about a light-skinned girl when the mother of his child, of his, I think his only daughter, if I'm not mistaken, is dark-skinned. He's dark-skinned. The only woman he ever married, actually, fun fact, is dark-skinned. He's dark-skinned. His mom is dark-skinned, but he stays talking about a red bone. I like a long head, thick red bone, like, you know? So colorism is very prevalent. I do feel like it was colorism. Now, Too Short did come out and apologize for his words and if he offended anybody, and that he didn't mean to offend anybody. And basically he said that in the Bay Area, you know, and in his family and his circles, that race was not a thing, color was not a thing. He has people of all shades in his family. You can find ugly people and beautiful people of all shades and all races, which is true. But I just feel like the thing that was frustrating was he kept bringing up the Bay Area. The Bay Area don't have nothing to do with that, baby. You had colorist comments. Maybe a lot of your homeboys have the same feelings. Maybe a lot of your family members have the same feelings. I'm sure you didn't invent colorism. So it's not like something you invented in your mind, but just own it, do better, and move on. Like the Bay Area don't have nothing to do with it. I just felt like that was such, like, what does it have to do with it? What did your location have to do with colorism? Like, please. That is that for the Too Short and Saweetie story. Let me know what you guys think about people trying to put it on Saweetie. And do you feel like Too Short is a colorist, or he was just stating his preferences? We'll get into colorist preferences on another episode. The next news story is the Meek Mill album cover, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Now, again, I be in these Clubhouse streets. If you're not on Clubhouse, follow me on Clubhouse, by the way, because I think it's open to everybody now, right? You don't have to be invited or anything. So follow me on Clubhouse. Hey. Basically, Meek Mill's issue is Meek Mill just came out with an album, and his album cover, actually, I don't know if the album is out yet, but I know the album cover art is, he plastered it on buses in the city of New York and Atlanta and Philadelphia, all over everywhere, right? You know he's from Philly. And the album cover, I don't even know if I can put it in this video. I'll link it below so you guys can go see it. Well, I'll put it in the video, y'all. I might have to blur some things out though, but it's very explicit. The album cover was done by a Black woman artist. This is her name. And the album art is basically depicting naked Black women bent over. They even have like the color pink for where the vagina be. They have a man, you know, with chains and money, but mostly the explicit part is the Black woman. Like, one is on a pole, one is bent over, I think one is doing a split. Like, it's a lot. People are kind of mixed, right? Half of people are saying that this is complete exploitation of Black women. I don't know if y'all saw the video of the of this crazy ass white man
that goes by in my neighborhood. What the is this? This is on the side of a bus. This is on the side of a bus rolling through your street. Rolling on the side of your street. Is this what you want, Black women? Is this what you want, Black women? Is this what you want? Look at this bull shit.
Most people's issue with it is that he plastered it all over buses in the city, and children can see it, right? Children are looking at it, and people are saying that, you know, it is not good for children, and that it is exploitative, and that it's too much exposure. If you want something like that, people shouldn't have to see it everywhere they go on buses, right? And then other people are like, well, it's art. It's artistic expression. It's a Black woman that painted it, so how is it exploiting women, you know? She has other paintings. People are even trying to cancel the artist for doing that. I feel like, yes, it's explicit. Yes, I don't like that it's on like city buses. I feel like it's a bit much. Like, you wouldn't put on city buses, and that's basically what that is. It's like cartoon. But also I do feel like it is art. I do feel like, because if you look at it, everybody that he depicts has tears. So it's almost like they're like in pain with what they're doing, but they know the sacrifice to getting the kind of money that they get. Like it does look like it has like a deeper meaning to it, which I think is great. And I'm all for artistic expression to a certain extent. And this is included in that extent, but I don't like that it's all over city buses. Like everyone shouldn't be forced to see it. Like it's not by force, please. Like I should be able to go and maybe on a billboard, okay? But not on city buses where, you know, children take the bus and all of that, right? But I do feel like sometimes people kind of use the excuse of children when other things are also really readily accessible to children. And I don't think that you should be trying to cancel this Black woman artist, because I just don't think it's fair. And also another good point that I heard somebody made when I was on Clubhouse in one of the rooms that I was in, y'all. Somebody said that, you know, all these female rappers talk about and WAP and the whole thing, and it's, you know, it's like body positivity and let her do her, let her be free, and women empowerment and all of that, right? People are like, yes, like let them be. But when a man depicts that, or stripper culture or whatever, then it is exploitative. And they're saying it's exploitative, but is it still, can you still be exploited if a woman, can women still be exploited if a woman is doing it? I believe so. Just like I believe women can still perpetuate misogyny. It doesn't mean just because you're a woman that you're exempt from it. Just like Black people can still perpetuate racism against other Black people, you know, like they can do quote unquote the master's work. So let me know what you guys think about that. Are y'all offended by his album cover, or do you feel like it's just artistic expression? Are you just mad that it's on the buses? Are you mad period? Do you feel like even if it's not on buses, it shouldn't be out at all? Do you think this artist should be canceled? You know, let me know your thoughts below. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next news story. It is the last news story for American media. Okay, so this isn't really a story, you guys. I'm just so excited. Well, this isn't really American media either. This is like UK media, but you know, she's mama's international, honey. Adele is coming out with her new album titled 30. You know, she names all her albums after her age. So she named it 30. Damn, I'm older than Adele. Remember a time when we were younger than all our favorite artists, and now I'm like older than a lot of them, or the same age? The same age is fine, but like I'm older than a lot of them. It's just like strange. If y'all didn't know, I'm 32. Adele's album 30 is coming out November 19th. I cannot wait. She gave a snippet of a song Easy, and y'all, just that little bit of 22 seconds, then that has gotten like 14 million views on YouTube, and I understand why, because we the people, we are ready. Adele, we're ready for you. We've been waiting for you. You're stunning. You were stunning before. You're stunning now. I'm so like, oh God, I'm ready. I've loved all of her albums. I think she's phenomenal, both her personality and her talent, and I'm so excited. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, guys, now we are going to move on to Naija media, aka Nigerian media. First news story for Nigerian media is, this is kind of a hybrid, because it's like literally a Nigerian American story, but it happened in America. She's now, I guess, technically an American actress, right? So Yvonne Orji, you know her from, she's on Insecure. She's also a comedian. She's went on tour with Chris Rock. She's done a lot of really great things. She's great. And basically a fan of hers, or former fan, I guess, child. Shane Rude reported that a fan of hers said that she was the meanest celebrity that she ever met, that Yvonne Orji was the meanest. She basically talks about when she went to Yvonne Orji's, I don't know if it was her event or event she was speaking at, and it was supposed to be like a women empowerment, upliftment event, right? A motivation event. And Yvonne was about to go up and speak, and the fan asked her for a picture, and Yvonne said no. Right? So the girl was like, okay, that's fine. I respect her privacy. She respected it. Then she said that Yvonne went up on stage and basically told the girl that, you know, she knows she told her no, but she should have tried harder, and she'll see after the speech why she should have kept going, right? And why she shouldn't have took no for an answer.
Here's the thing. I hate the word no. I do. And I know I told you no when you asked for a picture, but God bless it. After this song, you'll see why I'm like, you should have asked for more. You should have just kept going. But
the girl also, y'all, she provided video evidence, child. Because when she first said it, I'm like, she didn't say that like that. But no, there's video, and she fully said it like that. And look, I feel like, first of all, I just want to acknowledge the fans. plight, right? I do feel like it was mostly weird than I think it was like meant to be rude. I don't know how she said no, but as far as her on stage, I think she was just trying to maybe include her because she felt bad for saying no. So she tried to kind of include her in the show. The way she did it came off as like, you know, rude and like dismissive and like real like girl, like, you know what I mean? But I think it might be now just, you know, I've known people like this and sometimes I can be like this, like if I'm nervous or if I'm trying to like make light of something because I feel bad that I may have come off a certain way to somebody, I might try to like crack a joke or include you in a joke, but it comes off very like mean girlish, like it can, you know what I'm saying? It can come off the wrong way, basically, like is what I'm saying. So I don't think she intended to try to like play the girl or embarrass the girl. Not to say that the girl wasn't, because like really, why did you even say that? Like I don't think she was being serious about that. I think she was just kind of trying to be like, girl, you know, I still like I included you in the show, but I just didn't want to take a picture right then because maybe I'm nervous about this speech or something like that, right? So then Yvonne, you know, tweets that she's really sorry that she felt like anything less than the beautiful, amazing woman that she is. She's basically saying that she's sorry that was her experience. People are saying it's not really an apology. I mean, she said she apologizes for how she made her feel. Well, she kind of said she apologizes if she felt, which is different than saying I apologize for making you feel, which, yeah, I can kind of understand. Now that I'm like talking it out, I can kind of understand, but I do stand by, I really don't think that she meant it like that. People like, well, she acted like Molly and all of that. Shout out to Insecure. Is Insecure back? I think it's on its way back. Is it back? Y'all, these days are running together and I like sleep. Yeah, so I don't think that she meant it in that way, right? But y'all, the internet's mad. The Shade Room comments, they mad. They real mad for the girl, you know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. Like, I can understand. And then people are saying a lot of these women empowerment events, they have the meanest, rudest, most evil people that run them, blah, blah, blah. I don't know nothing about that. I haven't been to one yet. I would love to be invited to one or to love to go. I hope that's not true. That would be really, really sad. That is it for that news story. Now we're going to get into Nigerian, the real main Nigerian news. I guess we can call it bad news or dim news before I give you guys some really great news about Naija no dey carry last. Naija no dey carry last. Like we're so great, you know, in this thing called life. We are just winning, you know, despite all the stress our country is causing us, despite all the stress America itself is causing us, despite the stress all the other diaspora places that we find ourselves are causing us, we're thriving. We're making it. We are making waves, guys. I'm so proud of us. Yes. I'm so proud of the way we represent ourselves and especially these two particular people, but we'll get into them. They're going to be the last bit of news, right? So the next news story, y'all, is kind of a doozy. So beautiful, amazing, talented, beloved artist Tiwa Savage is under fire for an interview that she did about an alleged sex tape that is being used against her and her current boyfriend. Who the boyfriend is, we do not know. She didn't name him. So basically, Tiwa did an interview with Angie Martinez. I don't know if this blogger is talking about that interview, but Tiwa did an interview with Angie Martinez where she talks about being extorted for this sex tape that she made with her current boyfriend, and that the guy's asking for money and that she's still working with her people to figure out what to do about it. And, you know, really a stressful situation. Angie Martinez is like really empathetic about it, right? I didn't see all of that interview, but I did see that clip, right? So y'all, pan to, there's another blogger and she is going in on Tiwa. She's talking about, you know, that age-old story. We love Tiwa. Tiwa, we love you so much. Why are you doing this? So basically the girl says that she feels like Tiwa, the only reason that we know about this is because she's telling us about this. Now I presume she's saying that so she can get ahead of it. You know, kind of like the Kevin Hart thing, before it comes out and they try to extort you for money, you might as well just say it so that they can't make any money off of it because it's already out. So I'm presuming that's why she said that. But she says that, you know, she feels like Tiwa's probably doing it for attention. Do you need attention this bad? Like, if you want to do in this day and age, which I do agree with. She said, in this day and age, how can you still be having sex tapes out when you know that they leak, when you know people get them? Did you do it on purpose? Like, who talked you into doing that? Like, we're very, very disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. Like, are you doing this for clout, basically? Like, she's trying to clout chase, which, I mean, Tiwa Savage doesn't need clout, but you're doing it for attention, whatever, right? People are kind of divided on it. Like, most people, of course, her fans are like, girl, like, it is what it is. You know, she's like, do you think that Kim Kardashian, you have, you know, you're not, she said, you're not even thinking about your son. You have a son, you're embarrassing your son. So they even interviewed and asked T. Bills, who is her ex-husband and the father of her child, what he thinks about it. And he was like, look, all I know is that she's an amazing mother, and I've done some mess in the past also. So basically he's like, I don't have any right to judge her, and he doesn't, because he's done some mess. And honestly, shout out to him for basically defending her and coming to her defense and like supporting the mother of his child. Like, I thought that was really great. Okay, I'm gonna say, in this 2021 that we're living in, for somebody as big and as well known and as talented as Tiwa Savage to still be doing sex tape. Did the boyfriend talk you into it? Was it your own idea? Why will you be having a sex tape? You know it's going to leak. You know somebody's going to get a hold of it. Like, the guy himself could have sent it out because he wants some fame and he's pretending to not know anything about it. Because she said he didn't know anything about it. He's mortified also. Like, girl, I mean, I don't know. I've heard so many stories about Tiwa, that she's this, she's that. And I just choose not to believe it, just because I feel like the men that are saying it is just pure misogyny. Like, it's just pure misogyny and crap. This is like a big mistake. Like, it's very, very, very unbecoming, okay, of an artist, of a star, of somebody that's supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be smarter than this. Like, please. I really hope it doesn't come out. I hope it's taken care of. I really don't understand why. I mean, I'm assuming that she talked about it because people like to get ahead of it, and so that the person kind of doesn't have anything to extort you for, because they usually extort you like, I'll let people know, and then if you tell us already, it's like, okay, we'll get over it in a couple months or weeks. It's on to the next thing, right? So I think I understand why she did that, but I just don't even understand why the sex tape exists in the first place, to be honest. But we move. So y'all, the last news story that I wanted to talk about and share with you guys, I'm so excited that Wizkid and Tems' song Essence, I mean, it's also featuring Justin Bieber. That's the version that they put on the Billboard, but we don't need to talk about that. Let's just talk about the Nigerians for now. Wizkid and Tems, they are the first Nigerian artists to debut on the top 10 on Billboard in America. I'm so excited for them.
Step back.
To actually think we make this record in Lagos, Nigeria, like, and now this is like one of the biggest records in the world. We got talk that talk. I really appreciate you. I love you, baby girl. You're a superstar. Like, this is your time. This is your moment. Like, the world needs to hear this shit. It's special to me. Like, this is personal to me. I'm the CEO of every game.
Like, y'all, if y'all don't know, my favorite Nigerian male artist is absolutely 1000% Wizkid. Big Wiz is what the people call him. He's amazing. He's so talented. He's so effortless. I don't want to do, you know, Star Wars. Get it? Star Wars. But I just feel like Wizkid is that dude. I love Burna Boy too. Davido has some good songs here and there, but it's Wizkid for me. Like, it's the Wizkid for me. Tems is so talented. She's so unique. Like, I'm just so happy for them. I'm happy for us. I feel like we're getting the things we deserve. Our music, our talent is really being showcased all over the world, to all the amazing movies that happen on Netflix. Y'all know I live for a great Nigerian, a good quality Nigerian movie. So I'm really happy for them. And I just wanted to end with some really, really good news. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you guys think about all of this stuff? Do you agree that Tiwa Savage did it for attention, or do you think that this blogger should just keep her mouth closed and not judge? How do you feel about the great news about Wizkid and Tems? How do you feel about Adele's album coming out? Do you blame Yvonne Orji for how she handled that fan? Do you agree with me giving Will Smith a royalty award? Do you like how transparent he was? How do you feel about Meek Mill's album cover? And also, do you think that rap, specifically people like Too Short, perpetuate colorism? Do you think that it's just his preference? I know I gave you guys a lot, but let me know all your comments below. I would love to hear from you. That is it for this first episode. I just wanted to hit you with some hot topics real quick and get your thoughts on everything. On next episode, we will likely have a panel with us that we're going to have our segment where we're going to tackle some hot topics. And y'all, there are a lot of topics that, listen, things that have been plaguing our community that I really want to tackle. I really want to get some perspective on. It's going to be men, it's going to be women, it's going to be great. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I do reaction videos as well. I do reviews on the challenge. MTV is what we are right now. I'm about to start the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. And hit the post notification bell so that you'll know every time that I post a video. All right, guys, until next time, bye.